we'll go from there. So we're just talking. We don't really have anything worked out, which is fine. We just went to a nice suburb, affluent, and saw
East Sydney.
Eastern Sydney, which is nice, lovely, and had a cake. I had a cake. And we saw a woman who, like, on a scale of, you know, Tracy Grimshaw to Sofia Vergara, I don't know, insert your own reference there. She would have been at least a Lindsay Lohan pre-Smack days.
Yeah, she was alright.
She was alright.
I mean,
if you're into
all
women.
the fucking glasses, and it's hard to even know what's underneath all that shit nowadays.
Yeah, it looked like she was trying to hide from the paparazzi or something. She had
scarves, and it's 30 degrees out. It's not, but whatever.
So she was alright. She looked good. She had very tight pants on. She had an arse in her pants. I assume that's what it was. I don't know how she sits on a bike seat, to be honest. There wasn't a lot there. It looked more like 2 knuckles in a bag or 2 pieces of Toblerone on the end of her back or something. But anyway, she had a sorry, someone's just dying. It's probably her overdosing. She knows. Take that, Earth humans. She had a Superman shirt on, which was funny. It was a blue Superman shirt.
Yeah.
Had the logo, means hope.
Yeah.
It had the little thing. It's an S, means hope on it. And I don't know. One of us made a comment to each other. I made a comment to each other, and I didn't say anything to her because what do you say? Like, I'm not going to destroy her confidence in her.
I don't think we're in a position to...
maybe not, but Captain Fashion. It's not about that, man. It's just like, you know, Superman, fucking Superman shirt.
I was pretty sure, like I was saying, I saw the T-shirt in fucking T-Bar or whatever the fuck that place is called. And then it sells the pop culture / shit you've never heard of, Ramones, blah, blah, blah.
It's almost like where you go to buy a little thing that no one else knows, so then you're cool because you've got.
But it's never something that no one else knows because it's things that everyone. No one knows the actual thing.
They know the logo, the slogan,
the poster, the fucking the attitude
that you're supposed to have.
No one has seen a Roman Polanski film, you know, but no one sat through the film. But fucking, is it Chinatown or whatever the fuck?
Yeah.
Having the shirt.
Yeah.
You know, that's...
Is there Chinatown shirts? Are people wearing those?
I can picture that.
You can see it being a taxi driver sort of... Yeah. Tom Waits sort of thing, and you're like... Well, like I said to you, what's your favourite Ramones song? I asked a lady who was wearing a Ramones shirt. I said, what's your favourite Ramones song? And she said, who? I thought, fucking hell, you've just bought an identity here. You don't even know what it is. How ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or are we overthinking it? Do they just like the shirt?
It's been going on for quite a while. I mean, the Ramones thing probably... Che Guevara,
Jesus.
Why would you ever?
No, you may as well be wearing Trotsky or fucking Lenin. Like, did you live through that? No, then you don't. You haven't learnt the right.
Know what it is. Like, it's strange.
Yeah, there's a lot of weight behind those images.
I wouldn't even wear like I wouldn't walk around wearing a Gandhi fucking shirt.
And he was generally conceived to be a good guy.
Yeah, but I don't know the details. So
if someone asked you, or
you'd look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
he's a good guy, isn't he? He's a fucking.
Wasn't he nice?
You know, they made a movie.
Turns out he was just an actor. And it was fucking. It was Guy Pearce
all
along.
Everything behind the scenes. No, you know, like it's just if you don't know about something.
Why emblazon it upon?
Because you're making a statement, whether you know it or not. Like that's so you're wearing a Superman shirt. It's a silly comic book thing.
It's still a statement.
It's still a statement.
I mean, we were talking about the movie earlier today.
I got punched when I was young if I wore a fucking nerd T-shirt like that.
You get punched now, and she'd be the one doing it.
Superman shirt. Oh, were you a nerd? Like, because that's what you would say to someone.
Yeah.
Wearing, I don't know. Fucking Star Trek T-shirt.
You must have copped it for Star Trek, man.
Yeah,
because I copped it for G.I. Joe. And I'm like, it's fucking army stuff. How is this? How is this
guy's wearing a Star Trek?
I wish we went to the same school.
But that's the sort of
totally
realm that's in. You don't wear that shit.
I used to wear camouflage all the time on the weekends, and everyone used to give me shit about it. And I was like, well, 2 things. One, I'm out catching bugs and fish and shit, and it kind of makes sense. That's not the reason I wore it. I wore it because I like army stuff. But it was hard wearing, dries out quickly, fucking well put together stuff from the surplus, army supplies, whatever.
Yep.
I wasn't wearing $80 pants and a t-shirt and wasn't getting dirty. I was down and getting fucking muddled over me. So that works for me. It was fine. But I don't understand. But having said that, we're now saying something about a chick who's just been wearing a Superman shirt. But I don't see why she's wearing that. Is she seen the movie? Is she a fan? Is she... Because she doesn't look like the kind of person... You know,
she wasn't wearing anything else that said nerd Superman fan.
And it was bright and it was part of brand new. Yeah,
it was like you wear the sort of the $500 jeans rolled up with the high heels or whatever, and then
massive
sunnies, the fucking big aviators or whatever. $300 haircut.
Yeah,
we chuck the Superman $90 T-bar version of a Superman.
It's a bit of fun, it's a bit of colour.
Yeah.
That shows that you're not a complete fuckwit somehow. You're a commoner.
Yeah, you can see the stylist putting that together. This will be, you're right, this will be fun.
This is blue, it's got something on it, but that doesn't matter.
It's a nice splash of colour on the chest. That's exactly it. It's weird. It is weird.
What's the next one? Superman. What's the next? Like, are we going to see Ninja Turtles on girls? Because the Simpsons jumpers are back. Have you seen the black with the Simpsons faces on them? The Lisa and they're woolen.
What that?
Just 20 or 30-year-old women walking around Bondi Junction in Simpsons jumpers.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, the Simpsons haven't been funny in fucking 15 years. But even then, I had a Bartman shirt when I was in year 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And I got rid of that pretty quickly.
And that's when, because it was targeting Bart and kids and...
Yeah.
I don't know what bunga or whatever the fuck you said. It's like, whatever. Right?
Caramba.
Right. That's the other guys.
Eye of Thundera. Yeah. No, that wasn't him.
So, there was why people weren't... Yeah, what the fuck? Does anyone even know The Simpsons? Like... they don't have sex every 5 minutes on The Simpsons. Like, who's watching that now?
It's kind of like Seinfeld, but people talk about it like it was something like prehistoric almost. You know? There's people who are born now. Well, there are people who were born 20 years ago who didn't know a world before The Simpsons.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they've been around for obviously quite a while now, and that's fine. But when they go, oh, that's that show, and it's like, no, you don't understand. That was redefining culture every step of the way up until it decided not to and went shit. Yeah. But that's not just that show. It's MASH to these kids. Yeah. It's the family ties to this generation or whatever. Like, it's really interesting. Not that I'm talking to a lot of kids, but you know what I mean.
No, that's right. So, wearing the woolen T-shirt makes no fuck. It's
retro. Is it retro? Is that what it is?
Maybe it's retro.
Because I never
Maybe
watched
that's a Ramones.
What's your favourite Simpsons song?
Simpsons,
Yeah, no, I don't understand why. That blue T-shirt really threw me off because we're just talking about it. She looked $1 million, including the shirt. Yeah, except it was Superman. Why couldn't it just been plain or have a cat? Or a fucking...
Just anything else.
Just something. The two guys from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
The hitmen, Vince and the black guy.
Yeah.
I couldn't have had...
Bad motherfucker.
Yeah, across the front.
Yeah, like it just... Even that wouldn't make sense, but it would have made more sense.
More, but not as much. She should have had the OC. You said
One Tree Hill.
One Tree Hill, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. Her demographic is Once Upon a Time, or whatever the fuck.
Should have been David Jones. It should have been just a brand name, not a pop culture icon, whatever.
Not a fucking nerd one. We were talking about this some other time. We were saying, there's no niche. Everything's just become bland.
Well, it's also generic because you just want everyone to enjoy it. Everyone needs to give you their money.
Yeah.
So we're not going to make a thing for the sci-fi fans or for the fans of heavy metal or whatever your thing is. Yeah. We're going to make something that's as broad-reaching as we can. And as a consequence, everything gets watered down.
Yeah, everything okay, so nerds aren't going to buy a Superman T-shirt? Fine, we'll sell them to fucking trendy girls.
Yeah, because I tell you what, if you go into King's Comics... or any other comic shop, they don't have Superman shirts in 3XL. No. Fucking 5XL. They have them in medium girls. And they don't have them in comic book fan sizes.
What?
I don't know. I was asking you because I don't live here.
Well, I'm done trying to work this place out.
It's a bit funny. There's a lot of fancy looking people walking around.
What's really sad is I can imagine a conversation where a comic book Superman fan sees her and goes, "Oh, you like Superman?
Yeah.
I'm a neurotic nerd who doesn't understand what's going on here. I like Superman too.
Yeah.
Get away from me, you freak.
Yeah. Get your acne away from my beautiful haircut.
Yeah. You know, I know better than to
do that. She didn't want any part of either of us.
Nah, come on.
No
fucking, you know, she thought, she was like, what are you doing in my suburb that
get out of here.
Or whatever, you know. She's like, she was going to call the cops because we were even walking around. But
yeah, I was licking my lips, to be fair. I really shouldn't have been doing that. But, you know, whatever.
We knew better than to think that this chick's wearing a Superman shirt because she is even heard of fucking...
Socially munted people wouldn't get that, and they'd just be like, I wish I was
your favourite issue.
372 or Doomsday. I wish I was a bit more confrontational. I don't like getting in people's faces and being a prick. I don't, like, you and I had a conversation.
I think that was borderline, even just talking about it in earshot.
Yeah.
Kind of did.
Yeah. I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I guess
maybe
my voice carries, but
anyway.
I wish I was the kind of person where I could go up and say, "Oh, Superman, really? Oh, did you like the new movie? What did you think?" Because in the olden days, people used to talk and become friends based on shoes.
Hey, you're wearing a shirt.
Lunch boxes, shirts. Yeah. Hats and shit. Now, the people who wear that stuff don't want to talk, like the people who don't talk, the people who enjoy it and the people who wear it are two different demographics.
It's fucking weird. Because if we had said anything like that, we would have got a weird look.
Oh yeah, she would have just kept walking.
Maybe a fucking screen foul, pepper spray, or fucking
the rape whistle. I've been blowing it for years. No one's raped me yet.
That whole thing. You know.
Yeah. Weird. Because I wanted to ask. Because I want to know. But at the same time, I know I'm not going to get an answer.
It's not.
She's going to go, and keep walking. Or she's going to go, fuck off, and keep walking.
Yeah.
Is she going to stop and go, actually, I really prefer the one drawn by...
Brandon Roth fucking movie or whatever his name was. Yeah. I think Bryan Singer actually captured the essence of Superman more than the new film. None of that's going to come out.
Am I being judgmental to say that's not the case? To say, no, looking at her, that is not the way it works? Because I've seen T-shirts that are like Dead Kennedys or The Jam, and they're brand fucking new.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing.
And what's right? Yeah, they're not from the 70s or even the 80s.
But it's not... I don't think we're being judgmental or preconceived because we're well within our right. Like, we're not... I've been around, you've been around long enough to know girls who do like comic book issues of Superman.
They don't look like
that. They dress like that. Don't walk around fucking this area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
So tomorrow she's not going to be dressed in a Ghostbusters shirt.
No.
Fuck, that'd be awesome, though.
Yeah, the big perfect woman you fucking described. No, it's just not. It doesn't.
Egon Spengler.
She's probably going to a fucking fancy dress party, and that's the effort she's putting in.
Oh, she's going to Superman.
I'm Superman. Yeah. But you're not. You're dressed like you'd normally dress, but you've put a fucking a t-shirt on.
I thought she looked like she might have been going to the beach area, to one of the fancy pubs or clubs, and she's out for the night in a quirky, low maintenance shirt. But she looked like a fucking high maintenance woman. So the shirt could be as low maintenance as it wants. Yeah, don't tumble dry the shirt or the girlfriend.
And it might be a conversation starter, but not with us guys.
Yeah.
Conversation starter for some guy who doesn't know Superman either.
Who's also Superman.
Love your t-shirt. Here's alcohol.
Nice tits.
Here's a roofie. I don't know. Like, it's almost that. It's a conversation starter, but not for us. Yeah.
It's not a conversation closer.
Yeah.
Where you're like, all right, now that I've talked about Superman, come on, let me finger you with my cock. Like, it's not one of those things, is it?
Jesus.
Is it? I don't know.
No.
I'll go back out there now and I'll fucking ask. Yeah, I'll find out real quick. Bear spray, fucking mace in the eyes. These aren't prescription, these are protection, mate. Anyway, I thought it was funny. It looked weird. It looked really incongruous. A word which means doesn't fit. And it just, I mean, it fit pretty good, to be fair.
Well, that's kind of half the point. Why it's a confusing subject, because it didn't surprise me. Like, I didn't go, what the fuck's going on here?
Superman!
What? Yeah. But at the same time, it's kind of disappointing, because that's the world we live in. Like, I saw, because you mentioned it before, I saw a guy the other day wearing an Angra t-shirt. Now, Angra is a band no one's fucking heard of.
I haven't.
Right? They're a Brazilian
metal. Not a lot of hair on them, or the country. Oh, sorry.
Nice.
Hey, I'm just trying to keep it. Yeah. I went to a Brazilian restaurant and had a really long, thin welcome mat.
Right.
So it's go on. It's all about
what was I talking about?
You talking about Angra.
So now, no one's heard of this fucking band. I'm one of 3 fans I've ever met. I see a guy wearing a t-shirt when I'm walking past him.
Yeah.
I don't say anything to him.
Yeah.
Because that's the world now. Like, it's just...
Because if you go up and go, whoa, Angra, he's going to go, what's the band called?
Well, no, I didn't even, maybe he would have gone, yeah, but then at the same time...
Then what? He's my number!
Yeah. Where do you live? I don't, like, it just...
Can your mum let you out to play?
Yeah, it's all very... It's all strange now. Because either he's just wearing it because he works and that's a fucking leftover shop, like, shirt from a gig or fucking... whatever, a signing thing, or he doesn't know either. Maybe he's just wearing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or maybe he's a fucking diehard fan, and I don't want to have that conversation either. I'm just kind of I would have just been going, "Hey, cool shirt. I've heard of them."
The end. I tell you, that was a great story, and I don't want to be one of those guys that has one better. But here's a fucking story that's going to blow your fucking mind.
That was actually a pretty good story, and I'm glad you have us off topic.
Well, you'll be happy here because not only is this a shitter story, but it also makes me look like a complete fuckwit. I was on a train when I was in a band, and a guy got on the train in the shirt of the band that I was in.
Right.
And I still didn't fucking talk to him. And luckily for me, I was in my suit because I was in my day persona.
Yeah.
And then I rock out at night. And then in the day, I do hard insurance work. But at night, I fucking party until like 10:30 sometimes. And then I get up and I do insurance. But I was in the suit, and he didn't really recognise me with the glasses. I used to wear a stocking on my head, which kind of obscures your features. So I guess he probably didn't really notice. But he got on with the shirt, and it was very distinctive. And I probably screen printed it myself because we used to all share in that stuff. And I still didn't fucking talk to that guy because he looked like an absolute mental. And I thought, there's no fucking way
that you want to be involved.
I don't want to know why the methadone clinic's giving out my fucking band shirts. I don't want to be talking to you, champ.
Yeah, it's a strange whole thing. It's recognition over substance. Like, it's how these things go. There's nothing like other than the whole sort of Star Trek thing. Nothing I'm into has become that just yet to that point. Like, but
it's not far though.
I don't want those things to be.
Yeah.
I like that it's a cult thing.
Yeah.
Or,
Well, you've been with it for so long, Star Trek, and then other things.
Yeah.
You've been with it for so long that you don't want it to suddenly be hijacked by the populist movement.
I like the joke when it's made fun of. Like, I like fucking the classic is the South Park. Woo, Toto! Woo! Like, I love that because it's like I get it. I love Toto. They're not.
And no one else knows.
They're big without, like, they're a massive band, but they're not.
Yeah.
Like, they're not.
In Europe and Japan, they're fucking huge.
But they're not. Multi-Grammy, and everyone knows the fucking couple of hit songs, but they're not.
I remember when we first met, and you were like, my favourite band's Toto, and you told me all the people in it and whatever, and I was like, cool. They sing that Africa song, and you're like, But I said that about 5 times over the course of the first year of us being together, and you're like, I just listened to some Toto, we had the shirt, and I was like, oh, you're wearing a Toto shirt. They play that Africa song, and you're like, I don't know any other than that. So in South Park, it's like, fuck, it's nailed.
Yeah, and that's... you know, and even the band was like the guys from the band will say that my favourite thing ever was I'm a South Park character, you know, like, but that's I want it to stay that way, right? You know, like that's because I've done the yards to be a fan. Like I've gone out of my way to find out every stupid fucking other project the guys have worked on and blah blah blah. You know, like I don't want everyone walking around with a Turbo fucking t-shirt all of a sudden because of some, not even anything to do with the band. You know?
There's no investment on their part. It's just a shirt.
Jay-Z or does a fucking remix or something bullshit like that. You know, like
call him Jay-Z. I don't think that's his name.
Whatever.
I think his name's Jay Beyonce.
What? I don't know. He punched his girlfriend. Now he's more famous. I don't know. That guy.
That's the other guy.
That's the other guy.
That's the other guy. We don't like that guy, apparently.
All right.
They all look the same as far as, you know, jerks go. Yeah. It's funny you mentioned South Park, though, because I was a big fan from day one.
Oh, yeah. That South Park was one of those shows.
Massive.
Yeah, yeah.
But because 2 seasons in, everyone fucking went on. Yeah. No one that I knew, no friends of mine or myself, bought a shirt, the silk boxes, the fucking poster. No one wanted to be, I don't want to fucking wear that shit around because, you know, everyone else has got it.
Yeah, I remember, seeing it on SBS and one of my friends told me about it and I was like, I'll check it out one day maybe or something. And I saw the episode, like, fucking when the boxing fight with Jesus and the devil. Like, that was before, and then it sort of after that really became a main, you know, known thing. Really bizarre.
But I remember telling people, don't buy me anything South Park related. Yeah. I don't want it. And it wasn't so much I'm too cool to wear it because I'm not cool, or it wasn't I don't want to be associated with popularness. I just didn't really want to be... I was a true fan, and I didn't need it on me to sort of say.
Yeah, no, that's right. And that's the thing. The whole dressing, what you're into thing, I find it's got nothing to do with the thing. Like, I'll go, I listen to sort of heavy metal and whatever. I don't walk around with black leather trench coat on. And white makeup.
Well, it was confiscated as evidence, to be fair.
So. I don't have one anymore.
And you look like a mime when you wear it.
Well, I don't know what... You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that.
Incidentally, it's lucky that the goth heavy metal uniform is a black trench coat and white face makeup and not a white trench coat with black face makeup, because then you'll end up looking like Puff Daddy and you'll get fucking stoned for being a racist prick.
Yeah, that is true. I should probably look at the... Well, but you see what I'm getting at. It's like, it's all just become a big fucking mess, because there will be people who dress like that and they're at the same concert on that, but they don't have a fucking clue as to why I'm like, this is what the song's about. That this, you don't know this song because it's not off the album that's made the popular.
They sing the choruses.
You know, it's off the latest album, which happened to have a song in a movie or some shit. And that's why you know who they are. Like, it's not because you're actually entrenched in this real fandom of the genre or something.
And I guess the band probably likes those people because they give them money, but at the end of the day, the bands that we listen to only ever have gigs that can hold 1,000 people in. So the fans go, and the fucking hangers-on who might like the T-shirt don't, because you got to get in quick to get tickets. It's interesting. It's a funny thing. I have a couple of shirts that I wear a lot because I've got a lot of them. So there's like a spot. What is that smell? Is it me? Is it a smell like from my shoes?
It's like burning, but...
I thought it was just me. I thought I trod in something. It's not cashews.
Some smells like something's burning, but it's probably just from...
It's both of us, so it's not your...
No, that's why I was just looking at you a bit weird. I'm not cutting any of this out.
No, I didn't think so. I was trying to talk as though it was very important. Anyway, there's some smell.
That window's open.
So what, are they burning fucking bodies?
Bodies out there.
Oh, shit.
Weird.
Zompocalypse.
Anyway,
so that's T-shirts. It's weird. I was saying something that was not important.
You've got some T-shirts.
I do. That's it.
The reason I'm really being all negative about this whole subject is
because you're a cunt.
Because I'm a little guy, and all these shirts are fucking extra large, so I can't even have any.
Well, I'm an extra large guy, so XL doesn't cut it for me either.
I'm just pissed off. Not because I'm pissed off because I can't. It doesn't fit me.
Yeah, yeah.
And now I'm pretending like I don't want one anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck you, any Superman shirt. It means hope.
And she's like, it's an S.
His name's Super. I remember sitting in the movie with you, and every time some logo came up, whatever it was, means hope, fucking cracked me up, man, because that was all the ad was for the first month. It means hope, and that was it. And then all of a sudden it was like, here's the entire movie.
It had to mean hope because your sea is dead.
Why was Russell Crowe riding a dragon? What the fuck? There's all these spaceships going around. There's all these things happening.
Get onto the dragon.
Get onto the organic creature and fucking fly. Oh, it's been shot. Oh, it's dead. What the hell was that shit? There's only one animal in that movie on that planet that I remember, apart from the people.
Dragon.
It was a fucking dragon, which died very, very quickly.
Yeah.
It was the guy from fucking The Hobbit, Bjorn.
Surely there's some science that would prove that if there's flying dragon, unicorn things, whatever, that they wouldn't be humanoids either. Like
evolution.
I don't know. You'd think that you couldn't have both.
Well, as a student of evolution, I've done some work on it, and I can't comment because it just depends. Because you don't know
anything about it. Therefore, what I say goes. I don't need your facts and your studies.
Well, you are on the internet, so you are right, and everyone else is a prick.
Someone commented on the internet. I'm not coming to bed tonight.
I'll be in a minute.
Someone's wrong on the internet.
Well, it's better than my endeavour to try and watch all the porn, because all that's doing is leaving me fucking dehydrated. My electrolyte levels are way low. It's just like white snot. Anyway.
Well, there's another on this. It does sort of relate to this.
I'm worried about this join you're trying to make.
Good segue.
Weird segue. Speaking of motorboats.
It speaks to that everyone's an expert, but only because they have an account or a comment account or something.
Yeah. Everyone's an expert because you can Google it, you can Wikipedia it, you don't have to actually read the thing or watch the thing or go to the thing. You can read other people's comments and you can read a summary online, and that's apparently just as good.
And that's been written by someone who
didn't go. Yeah. They heard it from their dad or their fucking brother or whatever went there. And I can tell you that if you submitted something, an essay or whatever question, exam, university, academic thing.
Referencing Wikipedia.
Yeah, you failed. They don't fucking give you... But because you're a prick on YouTube who's going thumbs down, that's fucking gay. Yeah. Which I don't understand. I don't understand. Well, why would you take the time to write a negative thing? What's the negative thing all about? Because you're a net dude. I'm not a net dude. They've got it on computers.
Commenting on... like reviewing a product that you own and writing about your experience with it, that's fair enough. That's what people want to read. I bought one, it works great. I bought one, I thought it was going to be whiz-bang.
It wasn't.
Turns out it's good if you're a beginner. I don't know, whatever.
I got a Superman shirt. I look fucking hot. Here's a photo of me pouting. Yeah.
Look at those geeks behind me. So there is a place for commentary on the internet.
Yeah.
Commenting on a movie trailer and saying it's going to suck.
If the trailer
Fox
sucks.
needs to let go of the X-Men.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what they're doing or something.
Yeah.
Well, here you go. Here are the keys to the X-Men.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're just some fucking guy. What's the... there's a play... there's nothing... It's funny because... there's already a joke about this, I'm not inventing this, but, watch a music video, 3 comments in, a different band's being argued about. Better than this band, better than that. Hang on, I like that band as well.
We're talking about...
I was watching a video This one I really don't understand. I put on a fucking song like it was.
Jay-Zeal?
No, it was one of them. Fucking Jesus is still alright, but not that song. You know those guys that fucking. What are they called? They were sort of pretty big in the 90s. They're like a Christian rap group or something.
No, I don't.
Fuck.
Was it Striper?
No, not Striper. But it's the same deal with Striper. But these guys were more commercial. 3-piece, 2 white guys and a black guy, kind of funk rap.
No.
Anyway, so I just listening to one of the tracks, and it's not because I'm fucking gospel or something. I was just, this song's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It sounded a bit.
Was it something you heard at the time? Like
I heard it on.
It was
on
around
radio or something, and at the time I remember that years on.
Was it Boys to Men? Then I don't know.
No.
If it wasn't Boys to Men, I don't know.
Anyway,
you'll pop it up. You'll put a photo.
It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
So the point isn't whether it's a fucking song about Jesus or it's a song about taking drugs.
Yeah.
It's just a cool, catchy song.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit like a Genesis song or something.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just listening. And the comments, all the comments are about fucking Hindu versus fucking, versus fucking Islam versus Christianity and fucking hang on, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Nothing to do with it.
Wrong forum, dudes.
It's just, do you like the song or not?
Yeah.
Forget the fucking lyrics.
Yeah.
Like, if you couldn't understand the lyrics, would you like the song?
Mm.
And it's the same with Striper. You're watching Striper, the guy's a good guitarist, I like the singer, whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's all this mad, either overly preachy commentary or negative. Not negative because the guy's not a good fucking musician.
Yeah.
Negative because Christian rock sucks.
I don't get that. That does my fucking head.
Yeah, like I'm fucking way not pushing the religious angle here.
Yeah.
I'm just...
It doesn't make sense.
You either like a song for what it is or you don't. You can't hate it because... it's not about smoking pot, so I don't like it.
Yeah, it doesn't appeal to me. I don't like that bass line because they're talking about Jesus, and I don't fucking like Jesus.
Yeah.
That drummer's shit.
Yeah.
See, this is something I don't get because if I do any commenting on
DC Talk. Sorry, I just you.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah,
I don't fucking know.
Okay,
What's the DC stand for? Come on, make it up. It's not dead cunt. I know that. It's about Jesus. Could be. Maybe. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm the biggest fan. I barely fucking know they are, but a couple of songs I went, that's interesting.
Yeah, something new.
Anyway,
that's fine.
Something old. Anyway.
When I comment on things, it's usually just like a Facebook thing or a forum thing. If I'm a member of a forum, I'm only a member of a couple for work. That's fine, and I'll be positive or I'll answer a question.
Yeah.
I don't do negative. Even when there's a really good call to smack some prick down for being a knobhead, you're not going to win that fight. You're not going to be able to have a reasoned discussion about, like, look, you're incorrect and you've gone off a bit early here, and these are the reasons why I think... And
it's a 30-second teaser.
If they couldn't even edit it down to make a good trailer to keep you pricks happy, then what the fuck? But people go negative. They go spare. And I don't understand. I have too much to do in my day.
Yeah.
If I wanted to... I mean, we're recording this podcast, YouTube video, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But this is what we do anyway. This is
we're just recording.
We're just we're just sitting not on the couch to do this, and eventually, hopefully, we fucking will be sitting on the couch.
Figure that out.
Just wheels on the table, I reckon. But this is what we do. This is you and me. This is our relationship for 7 years, 6 years, 7 years.
Just talking shit
together and going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And we never really get, like, we satisfy it to our level of understanding. We come to a conclusion that we're happy with, but we haven't solved fucking AIDS. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not what we're trying to do. But I don't understand this. If you're going to have a religious argument, don't go to YouTube on a fucking song clip and have a big, Muhammad's the fucking man. He very well might be, but if that's how you feel, take it to
wherever that belongs. This is, and that doesn't belong on any forum. That belongs in a fucking personal, introspective outlook on them.
I agree. It's a you thing.
It doesn't,
or even face-to-face contact. Heaven forbid, or the paradise. What's the other heaven? What's the other place? Valhalla.
Yeah.
Valhalla forbid you actually talk to someone face to face and have a fucking conversation, and you just, I'm on the internet and I'm going to fucking say whatever I want because I'm anonymous, which is bullshit.
Yeah,
because,
no, you're right. It is. It's safe.
Yeah.
And it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it's. Yeah, I really, and that's the thing. I look at when I read the comments of something, I look for it to be, I love this song. Hey, you should check out this other song.
Yeah.
Or something like
a little bit more educational, a little bit more.
Yeah. If you like these guys, check out them guys or something.
Did you notice the guitarist does this?
Validate my opinion by someone else coming to the same conclusion. Hey, this sounds like a Genesis song. That's the kind of.
I thought that too. Yeah, that kind of thing.
That's what you want to kind of hear.
Yeah.
Not. Yeah, just off tangent. Because no one puts fucking. I forget the name of the fucking album now, but no one comments. No one comments on the Black Sabbath album that got real preachy with you should listen to fucking like as if they were a Christian band.
Yeah.
But there was an album when Tommy Iommi got real religious, and one of the albums is a bit preachy.
Yeah, okay. I don't listen to that one.
No one will associate Black Sabbath with that.
Well, they were pretty much the pioneers of not that, weren't they? Didn't they start off? I was listening to Black Sabbath this morning, actually, and Motorhead.
Yeah.
And I'm not a massive fan of either, but it's a Sunday morning. I thought it's fitting. I need a bit of a wake up.
Yeah.
Fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
And I put that on, and I was like, the Ace of Spades. And then I listened to Killed by Death. I was like, it's the Ace of Spades with different words.
Yeah.
And I listened to Love Me Like a Reptile, and I was like, I don't get this one at all. I'm good at Black Sabbath.
But no one's gone off about, that's not the forum for, those discussions. It's like, so I don't understand the negativity or the like, this is automatically shit because these guys might have a message that's not cool.
Yeah. Or I don't agree with, or is it just the cool factor?
I think it's just cool because I don't agree with taking drugs and fucking killing babies or whatever, but, that's the sort of music that's out there that is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, killing babies is extreme, but you know what I'm getting at, like the sort of, the things that a lot of band messages of, party, take drugs, fucking.
I got smashed, and then
Faith No More, whatever.
Shit.
I'm not into any of that, but I like their songs.
Yeah, I always have a hard time with like really obviously direct drug messages in songs.
Yeah.
Because I don't take drugs myself, and I have a bit of a headspace thing with that, where I'm like, I don't get.
Yeah.
Is this really what we're talking about? Isn't it just something that you do? Isn't that not the topic? Isn't the topic
something else?
Fucking whatever.
Yeah.
But not like I get songs about chasing chicks
because it's a thing.
Yeah. But drugs, I don't know, is a bit like isn't it illegal generally speaking? We talk, like I don't want to, some of us download and some of us don't. But I just thought, isn't that like what the fuck? But a lot of the bands I really like are off their fucking heads most of the time, and bless them for it because they make some fucking good music. I mean, Pink Floyd, none of them should be most of them aren't, to be fair, I probably should say. But none of them should be left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The guys in the Flaming Lips or fucking Nick Cave or, rumours about other people. But
that's the thing. It's not like, again, you just like the music or you don't. I mean, if Nick Cave turns around and says, well, all my songs are about fucking loving Jesus.
Yeah.
I just wrote it in a fucked up way.
Yeah.
Well, does that make all those songs shit?
No, not at all. Not at all. And it's funny because all those people I just listed are pretty much not doing the drugs in songs thing.
Yes.
They're not talking about... Pink Floyd doesn't do a song about...
taking drugs.
Yeah, they're not like, fucking coke.
You take drugs while you listen to Pink Floyd.
Yeah. But there are other people who just take it further. But no, you're right. It doesn't disvalidate,
whatever, to do the English guy.
Validate. Devalidate. I don't know. It doesn't diminish the songs as a song.
Yeah.
it changes it's like when you find out, oh, this is a true story.
Yeah.
Does it change the way you perceive it? It does for me a little bit. I'm like, oh, this really happened. That's a bit more weighty than if it just was all, fake. Like Forrest Gump, based on it's not really, but you tell people that and they have that second, oh, fuck, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But with songs and stuff like that, if you find out a bit of the backstory, he was in a bad place, his mum had fucking whatever, and he's killed some babies or whatever it is, and it's like, oh, this puts it in a really different thing. It doesn't devalue the song. I haven't had one devalued by something, you know what I mean, coming in after the fact. It's a good song, it's a good song.
And I guess, to sort of go full circle there, a lot of the stuff that's been accepted as not being uncool or whatever is in fact gives a similar message. So you like fucking Black Sabbath or whatever it might be, they're not negative. They're not, people go, oh, they're all synonymous with the devil or some bullshit, but they're not. Like, none of the songs are about devil worshipping or, these guys they have a message. They say it and it's heavy metal or whatever. And so it's like the general fan base thinks that I'm a fucking Black Sabbath, I'm a Satanist or something. It's like, it's not really. That's not what the band are doing, and it's not.
It's not the message they're putting out.
The whole horns thing in heavy metal comes from Dio doing it, and that's just an Italian thing. It's just something your grandma does to you if she's upset.
I've heard a few different versions.
But that's kind of...
like, it's just a thing.
I remember seeing it when I was young. In the house as it's just an old Italian woman thing to do, like it's cursed.
So your nonna is into Dio. This is where...
he's sort of... Like, it's not
it's not associated. It's been usurped by Dio, and now
he thought it looked cool or something.
Because didn't he introduce the fantasy dragon wizard element?
He was a Tolkien guy, and he liked all that stuff. So he brought all that stuff to the table.
Yeah, because Black Sabbath...
He was in a band called Elf in the fucking late 60s, early 70s. Or
what do they sound like? They'd be amazing.
They sound like any 70s rock, country blues band, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's played...
And it came from that. It came from bluesy sort of,
It was just sort of mixed around. Because I thought Black Sabbath... They didn't start off trying to be a metal devilly band. There was a series of events like Tommy cut off some parts of his fingers, so he had to loosen the strings, and then they liked horror movies, and horror movies were selling out. Exorcist, and they wanted to capture that audience, so they started doing like aggressive kind of songs or heavy, dark songs.
If you watch film clips from what's that song, Paranoid or whatever?
Yeah.
It's like, it might as well be the Beatles. Like, really, it's not...
It's all happy-go-lucky.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's Fairies Wear Boots is a song on that album as well, and that's a good song. Yeah. It's not very much a devil-worshipy song from the sounds of it. Their first album was quite good. They've got some really good bass playing and stuff on there, and I've heard a lot of covers before I actually heard the original, and it's really good. I reckon it holds up today, which is weird because there's a lot of music that comes out now that doesn't hold up today, and it's out today.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up fucking next week, for sure. Yeah, you're right.
We've never really had a conversation about music this long. It's sort of a new... Because our tastes are quite different, and then there's a couple of overlaps.
Yeah, there's overlap, but they're not.
But I think we look for the same general attributes. We want to see something that's a bit different. We want to hear something that tries to be... consistently, there's not one pop track and then 6 heavy tracks because they're trying to sell the record. We're trying to look for talent and, a point of difference from most of the other stuff that I guess is around. And that's, okay. But other than that, we don't, like the actual music, the CDs that we've come to themselves, the albums and the bands don't really cross over.
They don't cross over that much. But you're right, there's a general tone of I can appreciate why you listen to that. I might not be into it.
Yeah.
But,
but you can understand.
Totally. For whatever taste reasons, not for that shit.
It's not talented at all. I really like music where, we talked about it the other week, where you don't really know what's going to happen. Like, you don't really know... Because when you go to watch a movie, if you know exactly how it's going to play out, it's kind of a shit movie. You kind of don't really enjoy it.
Kind of think why we've been critical of movies lately.
Yeah, because it's so obvious. Yeah. And they give away so much in the trailers, and you know... And it's all the fucking same. But with music, it's like, well, this band... you'd never hear the same riff twice, or this band has 5 riffs in a song, whereas everyone else has 1 or 2, and it's just kind of like, I don't know what's coming up, and that's exciting.
Yeah.
Sometimes I put on things where it is a bit easier listening, and I never had that up until recently. I was always like, no, it's got to be fucking hard. It's got to be, you've got to work for it, you know what I mean? You've got to really be in the moment. Yeah. And now it's like, fuck, I just want to put on some Rolling Stones while I do the dishes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rolling Stones, but, you know, sometimes that's what I do. But, yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting thing that we've got the same sort of parameters for music, but the end results, and I quite like that. It's like we've given our music what we like to a sketch artist, and they've drawn it, and we've ended up with 2 different people, 2 different pictures. You know what I mean?
No, that's fair. That makes sense.
I don't want to get deep or anything, but
no,
that's how I see it.
I think that's well put.
Thanks.
Yeah.
If you don't start talking, we may as well just stop it.
There was something, so I don't know now.
Well, it's 45 minutes. Maybe that's enough for these people.
Thanks. Us 2. Thanks.